Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries of all ages, welcome to How to Make a Literal Dog in Your Favorite RPG. I am your host, Joel Holland. With me today, I have a second host.
Yes, hello, I'm Austin Irwin.
So nice of you to join me, Austin, on our... is it initial?
Yes, on this lovely December night.
Yeah, on this lovely December night. It's getting chilly out there, but I was, we're here, and we're gonna make a dog. So if you're here to learn character creation the right way, you're in the wrong place, because we're doing dog creation. We're gonna go through the system we're playing today is D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sure most of you are familiar, if not all of you. You're listening to an RPG podcast, surely. But that's the goal for this podcast. You know, we're just starting out, so, if we have a little kinks here and there, well, they'll iron out in the future.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, allegedly.
Man, it's been forever since I've done anything TTRPG adjacent. How are we going to make a dog in Dungeons and Dragons?
That is a good question, but lucky for you, I've been running a D&D campaign for a little while now. I'm pretty familiar with the character building, so we'll use the rules of the game, kind of as normal, to make as close to a real dog as we can. And I say as close to a real dog because this show has some rules of its own that we're gonna have to follow.
Oh, really?
Yes, we've got some specific dog creation rules, and I'll go ahead and start us off with number one. We accept no cop-outs. It is a dog, the exact animal that comes to mind when I say the word. No anthropomorphic races, not a person turned into a dog, not a wolf, fox, coyote, or any other cop-out you can imagine. It's just a dog. The one that sits in your house and begs to go outside.
And then begs to come back in.
Yeah, like 5 minutes later.
And then begs to go right back outside. Do I just read the second one then?
Yeah, we can do kind of like a handoff situation, back and forth.
Cool. We cannot use homebrew or house rules. If the rules in the rulebook do not explicitly allow something to happen, we have to count it as a rule broken. If we come across a rules as written versus rules as intended situation, we will go with whichever one tells us not to do that.
Up next is, if the game includes stats for a literal dog, those must be used or adapted to the game's character sheet. Now, D&D, I believe, does have stats for a literal dog. So go ahead and... It does, okay.
Yeah.
So we will use those and adapt them to our character sheet.
Let's see. I just looked this up, and what I immediately got was Mastiff. So that might just have to be the kind of dog we're going with here.
It could be. I looked it up and got stats for a Silverpaw. I don't know if that's a real dog breed.
I think that's made up.
That's gotta be made up. It sounds too fantasy.
But that's okay. Mastiffs are real dogs.
That's true. We can use those.
Yeah, we can just be like, oh, he's an English Mastiff or something. Yeah, one of those big old floppy faces.
Yeah.
Those are funny dogs.
I feel like they drool way too much. I couldn't have a Mastiff.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right, but whatever. It's fine. And we're also getting ahead of ourselves here.
We got a little more to go over.
Yeah, so you just read Rule
Correct.
3, right? Alright, so the character, class, or background, or playbook, or job, whatever the game decides to call it, this game uses classes, as everyone knows, has to exist in the game's core rules, or as part of an official expansion. We cannot use homebrew classes because homebrew isn't real, as we've already established.
Correct. Homebrew, get that out of here. Rule number 5 is the dog can learn any skill available to his class, even if it's something that a dog could not normally be trained to do. Now, for D&D, I feel like this might not come up, but I feel like this rule will be important for the future, so we just, we wanted to add it there.
Yeah. Then again, I've seen some dogs trained to do some jobs.
That's true. So... Dogs got a lot going for them, They've been put to work for a hot minute.
They really have. Now, that being said, if a tool would be physically impossible for a literal dog to use, even if comically downsized for them, they can't use it. That's rule 6. So, let's see. A dog could probably not use a Nintendo GameCube controller. So, that would complicate our gamer dogs.
Yeah.
A dog could probably not use a sledgehammer or a gun.
Yeah,
or a bow and arrow.
Oh, absolutely. So that takes Artificer and Ranger off of our list.
Yeah.
Man.
Honestly, I think the simplest way to go would be like, isn't there a class that's like their body is their weapons, like Monk or something? Yeah. It's been forever since I've looked at D&D.
Monk might be our best option, yeah. Because they have a lot of like unhanded or unarmed combat. And as we all know, dogs do not have arms, so it's basically perfect.
I mean, dogs have arms.
Well, yeah. Do we call them arm? I feel like everybody calls all 4 of them legs.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
All right. On to the next rule. If a character sheet has a section that is meant to be filled out in collaboration with the whole table, we leave it blank so potential players can make it fit the group that they're playing with. Now, D&D, your backstory kind of, you can make that solo. There's not really in collaboration stuff, but keep that one in mind for the future as well. We might run into some games with that.
Yeah. And then finally, we have to keep track of every rule that we break.
So we'll see. I have a feeling that we're going to be breaking a lot of rules here.
It could happen. That rule is so that, like, if you actually wanted to run this character, you can hand it to your game master and be like, hey, I only have to break this, and this rule in order to play this character. Would that be cool?
Yeah. And if you have a cool enough game master, they'll be like, yeah, sure.
I don't know. Does anyone actually use the weight restrictions of D&D to begin with?
No. At least I don't. I do not care.
Alright, so if we have to throw that out, no one's actually going to be mad at us.
I don't think so. There's no way. There's probably like 1 or 2 rules lawyers out there that are going to be like, actually, you can't do that because the weight limit of a dog as a medium creature can only be... Yeah.
Let's see. So just for everyone's reference, because I have forgotten how to play this game, I am using the D&D Beyond character creator in order to do this. The first page here, character preferences, it's like, sources. And it's allowing me to pick a whole bunch of stuff. And the first checkbox here is homebrew content, so I'm going to uncheck that. Partnered content. They've got Critical Role content, Rick and Morty content, and Minecraft content. We are, of course, checking on the Minecraft content.
I mean, Minecrafts do have the wolves, though, which could be a fun stat block to play with.
I really don't want the Rick and Morty or Critical Role.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
I'm not gonna lie
to you. I don't think we need those.
Let's see. Optional features, optional class features, and customize your origin. I think we're gonna need to check on customize origin.
Yeah.
I think the rest of this is gonna be, based on your own. Oh, hey, right here we've got some stuff. Allow or restrict choices based on rule prerequisites for the following for this character. We're gonna turn off all of our restrictions, except, you know what? Let's ignore coin weight.
Yeah.
And let's show level scaled spells, because we are presumably making a level 1 Mastiff here.
Yes. We're just gonna start basic,
Yeah, and as level 1, we're not going to be multi-classing. I don't think we want to choose special feats. Or do we? Do you think we might need that because we're not playing as a humanoid creature?
We might. It might be good to check it just in case.
Okay. So first things first, it says to choose a race. Luckily for us, we've already kind of got that in the bag. So let's
Oh no.
So dog didn't pop up. Mastiff didn't pop up. Man, is it gonna make me buy access to the Mastiff?
There's no way, right?
Okay, so it is an expansion book that let you, like, play as a monster and not one of the handbook supplied races, wasn't it?
I think so.
So, it might not want us to do this. And if that's the case, we are probably going to have to, work around that a bit.
Yeah.
Luckily, the 5th edition compendium with, the public facing one is all listed on Roll20, which I have pulled up in another tab.
Yeah.
And
can you make a character sheet on Roll20?
I might be able to make this on Roll20. If this just isn't going to work out, I might be able to do it on Roll20. Let me sign into Roll20. I've got so many rooms that are literally wasting away doing nothing. There's no way we can't make this work. Now, the only thing is, will I be able to save this out of Roll20 as a PDF? Because if not, I might have to, manually fill in this sheet, which is a thing I wanted to avoid, but it's fine.
You should be able to save it out of Roll20. I believe you can.
Well, whatever happens. We'll just save changes, obviously. Let me just go in here now. Alright, so I've got a character sheet here. How do you want to create this character?
You can
use the Character Mancer.
Yes, the Character Mancer. Also, if you click print on the character sheet and then set the destination as save as PDF.
Nice. So, luckily, this one will let me set a custom race, which I do not see as an option over on,
good old D&D Beyond.
Yeah, so we're gonna toss the D&D Beyond thing aside and go to Roll20, which is, a better tool to begin with anyway. And so our custom race is going to be Mastiff. Let me pull up the stat block for this. We're gonna need that, of course. So Mastiff has a strength of 13. Oh, you got it pulled up? Thank you. That will be helpful.
Constitution of 12. An intellect of 3, or intelligence. Wisdom.
These guys are tough.
Of 12. They are pretty tough. They're pretty sturdy dogs. Have you ever seen a Mastiff in real life?
Oh. Yes, I have. They're big.
And
they're real big guys.
Charisma is 7.
Disagree.
Yeah, I also disagree. Any dog should automatically have a charisma of at least 18.
Alright. Unaligned is not an option, so I'm saying neutral.
The creature type, medium beast?
Funny little guy.
Funky little guy. Let's go.
No, according to the compendium, it is medium beast. So
medium.
I guess creature type then is just beast.
They have a speed of 40.
Dang.
They're fast. They have... This allows us to choose proficiencies. Now, we would have a proficiency, I believe, in perception.
So would that be weapon, armor, skill, tech, or language?
Skill.
Perception. Gotcha.
Weird, I can't see the drop-down right menus on your thing. On one of those, it doesn't show me the drop-down.
That is wild. One moment. I wonder if that's because I'm sharing a window and not the screen.
Oh, that could be, yeah. There we go. Yeah, now I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It also looks like the quality's a bit better.
Interesting.
They have proficiency in armor?
Oh, no, I didn't mean to add. How do I get rid of this? Okay. So, are there any other things we need to add here? Can I go on to next?
Custom race features might be the keen hearing and smell. The Mastiff has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
I'm gonna Control-C, Control-V that.
Classic.
Alright. So let's hit next. Now we're on to class.
Nice.
So, let's see. Do we wanna go with Monk? Like, I was just saying that before, but...
Is there something else you'd rather go with?
Paladin might be funny.
Okay. This is a literal dog, but...
He is a good boy.
I was about to say, who's to say that a god has not taken a liking to this dog, and...
For some reason didn't save the strength.
But who's to say that some god has not taken a liking to this dog and just really wants to see him succeed?
I don't know. I think we should do monk.
All right.
The paladin would be funny.
As funny as it would be, we'll stick to the rules.
Yep.
Skill proficiencies.
Starting proficiencies. You're proficient with the following items in addition to any proficiencies provided by your race or background. Do you know the monk, or is it, it's here on the drop-down menu. So our options according to this are acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, or stealth. Athletics seems like an obvious choice.
Yeah, athletics seems like a good choice.
And then...
not acrobatics. Insight?
No, have you seen a Mastiff?
I have, but I can't say I've ever seen a Mastiff soar through the air.
No, I have never even seen one do a backflip.
Yeah, I know. I bet he can't even do a kickflip. Insight might be good solely because, I mean, a dog, I feel like a dog just knows if you're a good person. Like, they'll just come up to you and be like, yo, what up? You seem cool.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking like, a dog can smell it on you.
True.
So we have good unarmored defense, obviously. Mm-hmm. We also have martial arts training. At first level, your practice of martial arts gives you mastery of combat styles that use unarmed strikes and monk weapons, which are short swords and any simple melee weapons that don't have two-handed or heavy as properties. We're not using those, so that's fine. You gain the following benefits while you are unarmed or wielding only monk weapons, and you aren't wearing armor or wielding a shield.
Okay.
Oh, so I don't know. I was just looking back at the stat block again. Do we add the bite and the skills, senses, etc. to like the race section?
Maybe.
Or let's see. We might get to that later on.
Yeah.
If we don't, then we'll go back and add it.
We can always go back.
Equipment: 10 darts and a short sword or any simple weapon, and either a dungeoneer's pack or an explorer's pack.
See, that they could have on them, carrying it in a little pouch on their back.
They can't use it.
They just can't use anything from it. Okay, I think we're ready to move on, question mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ability score method. Our only option is custom, so...
Okay.
I guess we're going with that.
I thought we already put in our ability scores.
We put in the class ones, but don't we... Isn't there like a point buy thing for...
Yes. But I think...
It's like, we had our default race stats as a dog, but we could...
point buy and have them go up.
Yeah. Make our own.
Let's see.
Or we could roll for it.
I was about to say, we could roll for it.
Or we could just use the default stat block.
I think, well, yeah. That depends. Are we going straight with the default stat block, or do we want to modify it?
I don't know. I think we've got pretty good stats.
That's fair. The only stat that's super low is intelligence, and it's not like we're going to be using that often. So...
Nah.
I think we're good. I think the stats that we have are perfectly fine.
Okay. So that was 13 strength.
14. They're up there at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
wait, no,
it's adding it.
Modifiers. Whoops.
A dog with
my
26
bad.
strength.
Yeah, okay. So this is assuming point buy, it looks like.
Yeah.
So how does point buy work?
According to Google, all 6 of your abilities start at 8, and you have 27 points to add to those scores. However, you'd like up to a maximum of 15. Where it gets to the top of the scale, where it costs 2 points instead of 1 to go up to scores of... So...
Alright, so I'm going to do some math here. So we've got 6 stats. So 8...
So we'd start out at 48.
Yeah, so let's see. We've got 13 plus 14 plus 12 plus 3 plus 12 plus 7. So we're already at 61. So what's 48? 48 plus 27 is 75. So 75 minus 61 is 14. We got 14 points we could spread around, basically, is how I think that works.
I believe so. It says we have a maximum of 75.
So if we have 27 points to distribute when we already have a base total of 48, then yeah, 48 plus 27 is 75.
Sorry, what did ours add up to? Our current ones?
Our current ones add up to 61, so we have a total of 14 points left to play with.
Okay.
I recommend that we make our charisma a positive modifier.
Absolutely.
Because everyone is going to like this character.
Yes.
So how many points do you need to put into something to make it positive?
10 is neutral, and then 12 is +1, 14 is +2, and so on.
Okay. If we change our charisma from 7 to 12, that'll give us a +1. That takes 5 points, so we have 9 left.
Okay.
I kind of think we need to put in some work to make our intelligence not a, what is that, a -4, I think?
Yeah. Maybe this dog studied a little bit. And by studied, I mean could have possibly had
He has
an owner.
classical training in the martial arts.
Yes. So he had to have an owner at some point teaching him. And I don't think they'd let his brain go to waste. So we have 9 points to play with. I think if we put, 5, that makes us our intelligence only a -1, which I think that works for a dog.
Yeah. What are the monks' core stats?
I want to say dexterity.
Would it be strength and dexterity?
Accordingly, dexterity and wisdom are their most important D&D stats. Monks can use their dexterity modifiers in place of strength when rolling to hit or damage with unarmed strike, and many of their class abilities can only be used when they make an attack without wielding weapons.
We've already got a +2 in dexterity, right?
We have 4 points left, so we could just put 2 and 2 in dexterity and wisdom respectively.
Okay.
Just to, round out our
Cool
character and make him a little bit more OP.
I mean, it gives him some more points in what he needs.
Yeah. It makes those stats stand out from the rest, which is kind of what you want to be doing when you're making a character.
Okay.
I think we can move on to background.
Alright, so let's choose a...
What?
Our only option is Acolyte.
Okay, yeah, I've had this problem before with, for some reason, that's the only one they got on here. So you have to put custom in.
Alright.
You know what? I have my handy dandy player's handbook right here. So I can go ahead and reference the backgrounds for us. You can also customize your own background.
I don't know. What are the recommendations for Monk, just in general?
I think Acolyte can be a good one, but that's in service of a god. I don't think we want Criminal. Entertainer probably isn't a good one. Folk Hero might be a fun one to do.
Folk Hero would be fun.
Not a guild artisan. I don't think they're a hermit or a noble.
They could be a noble.
They could be a noble. That'd be interesting. You can also be an outlander.
Just some rich guy's dog.
Yeah, he just wandered off. He's like, I'm tired of being cooped up in this castle. Outlander, I think, is one we could do. Not a sailor. I don't think so. Soldier, probably not.
No.
Urchin. Technically, we could do urchin.
Nah.
But,
No. Not with martial arts training.
Yeah, no. So I think, you know what? Funny enough, I think Noble might fit the best.
I agree. Alright, so we do Noble. Does Noble come with any proficiencies?
Yes, you have skill proficiencies in history and persuasion. So this
Okay.
dog's read up a little on his lore. And the persuasion could just be the puppy dog eyes,
Of course it is.
It says you have tool proficiencies with one type of gaming set. I don't know.
So, our dog knows how to play dragon chess.
Okay, cool. Languages, one of your choice.
What would be a good language for our dog to speak? How about we just do custom dog?
There you go. Incredible. You get extra equipment here. You get a fine set of clothes, a signet ring, a scroll of pedigree, and a purse containing 25 gold pieces. Skills.
Oh.
Go under...
Gotcha.
We haven't done those yet. So next up would be our personality trait, our ideals, our bond, and our flaw. Now we can roll for all of these if we want.
We want, right?
Yes, we want. Well, old reliable D&D set. These are this is the original set I used when I first started DMing.
Oh, these are special dice.
Yes. It'd be good if I picked up the correct die to use.
And I've spent the last 3 years playing City of Mist, so I don't even roll dice as the game master for that.
Oh man. So D6 and a D8. Cool. So up first we have our D8, our personality trait. And I got a 5. I don't like to get my hands dirty, and I won't be caught dead in unsuitable accommodations.
Interesting choice for a monk.
It really is.
But this, I mean, y'all know those dogs that just like, I feel like this is less of a dog thing and maybe some other animals that, I don't know, but that like won't drink their water unless it's like at a certain temperature and it comes from like, like one of those like well water gallon jugs that you can get at Kroger or something.
That's this dog. Okay, and then we have to roll for another personality trait, it looks like. A 4. I take great pains to always look my best and follow the latest fashions. That's incredible. What is dog fashion?
This dog actually likes bath time.
Oh, yeah. This dog's huge fan. I mean, he's noble. That's how he grew up.
Yeah. He loves having a sleek and shiny fur coat.
Absolutely. Ooh. Now these ideals have specific alignments to them.
Oh.
We could choose from the 2 goods, or we could choose from the 2 goods and the any.
Alright. What are the goods?
So the goods are respect. Respect is due to me because of my position, but all people, regardless of station, deserve to be treated with dignity. Then we have noble obligation. It is my duty to protect and care for the people beneath me. And then finally, for the any alignment, we have family. Blood runs thicker than water.
I like the duty one.
Yeah,
I think
it's my duty to protect and care for the people beneath me.
All right, that sounds good.
Up next, we have our bond, which we can roll for. I got a 1. I will face any challenge to win the approval of my family. So maybe this dog is out here like hoping to get noticed, like, he's up on like Lost posters and everything, but he's like, no, they'll find me. I'll make sure they find me because of my good deeds. And then we have...
They will follow my legend.
And then we have our flaw. And I got a 5. In fact, the world does revolve around me. Which, when you're a dog, could very well be true. People love dogs. So maybe this dog genuinely just thinks, yeah, like I'm it. I'm all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so we can, I think we're ready to move on again.
Cool. Now we're on to equipment, and we had some class equipment options here, it looks like. And we get a short sword or any simple weapon. What could a dog actually use?
I think a dog could use a dagger.
I was thinking quarterstaff.
Oh, never mind. Absolutely, they would use a quarterstaff. Obviously. Didn't even think about it.
Yeah. This dog just fights with a big stick. Discord is not loaded at the moment. It looks like my internet just, went down.
Weird. Also, your stream is so genuinely pixelated that it looks like it could be out of, I don't even know. Just, the writing under equipment looks like the Minecraft, what's it called? The Minecraft enchantment table text. Hello?
Okay, it looks like my internet might be back. I can't see Discord anymore.
Uh-oh.
So I can't fix the bad quality for a bit.
That's fine.
Get this thing going on for some reason now. Whenever I get a software update on my phone, they just install a bunch of apps.
Install a bunch of apps?
Yeah, like a bunch of weird games.
I would not like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Listen, Apple decided to roll out that thing. This was a long time ago. They rolled out that thing where everybody automatically had that U2 album downloaded on their phone. And I don't think a single person was cool with that.
Didn't they just like automatically link it to your Apple account too?
Oh yeah,
so,
you
like,
can never get
even
rid
if you
of
got rid of the
yeah,
phone.
You can never get rid of the album. It's there.
We have our quarterstaff.
I think we decided to go with Dungeoneer Explorers Pack.
Oh, yeah, my bad. So, yeah, was there a thing for... No, there wasn't. Interesting. So the custom... What was our starting gold?
Our class gave us, our background gave us 25 starting gold.
Yeah. Sounds good. Alright, moving on to spells. Does a monk get spells? The arcane is a mystery to you. I'm gonna take that as a no.
Yeah.
So, now we're on to feats. You haven't done that much yet.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd get feats at level 1.
Alright, so now we have to decide our name, age, height, weight, eyes, hair, and skin.
What's a good name for a mastiff? You know, there's some big dogs.
Oh, I accidentally looked up the This didn't.
I was about to
exist
say
yet.
I don't
We'll
think
have
this
to
one
cut
existed.
this.
Also, the screen is still pixelated, so literally everything. It is kind of funny to see the icons on the left, like all in like their pixel state. Like it looks like I'm just looking at somebody's pixel art of their desktop. I wonder they might have a dog name generator.
Maybe
they do.
Wait, who's got a dog name generator?
I googled it. First one that popped up was some site called My Dog's Name. They have name styles and themes. You could do they have elegant, and we can choose historic.
I think Doric. I think we're on the same
yes,
site.
We are.
So have we decided a gender for this character?
I don't think so. I've been referring to it as a he. I don't know if we want to go with a he.
We've definitely said good boy a few times.
You know what? Yeah, let's have our first one starting off be a good boy. But just remember, listeners, not every dog is a good boy. Some of them are good girls.
That is true. Billy the Kid is on this list.
Under elegant and historic?
Yeah.
Well,
mine's elegant or classic.
Oh, gotcha. I got stuff like Duke, Caesar, Argos, Cromwell,
Beethoven,
Mozart.
I feel like Beethoven for a Mastiff type dog is a little on the nose.
Isn't that a movie?
Yeah, that's the point.
I was confirming. I wasn't sure if that was right or not.
Let's see. What might a noble name their martial artist dog?
Quixote? Like Don Quixote?
I don't know.
Martial artist dog?
Hamlet might be good.
Hamlet is a good one.
Let's see. We got Pluto. Again, maybe a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Raiden.
Raiden?
Raiden is on my list.
I do like the name Argos. Because
Argos?
I'm a little bit of a Greek mythology fan. I believe Argos is from the Greek mythology, right? That's Hercules' shit.
Is it? Argo is the name of a boat.
Yeah, the Argos.
Jason and the Argonauts?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I put it in the age section. That needs to go under name. Now, I did do some pre-research on dog lifespans, and they can live up to 10 to 13 years.
Okay.
So, if we want this to be a young, fit, ready to punch some bad guys type dog, then we need to probably make him like 5 at the oldest.
I was thinking 5. Because 5 seems like a good time, you know, you're born, you're raised in like nobility, you have enough time to study the paw. I think 5's a good age.
Learn to swing the stick.
Learn to swing the stick. Really smack some people around.
Mastiffs are, as we've established, kind of big dogs.
Big boys.
A full-grown Mastiff starts around 30 inches and can weigh as much as 200 pounds. So that's over 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And And like I learned this recently because I was trying to confirm something about dogs in relation to the size of an Eevee evolution. And just for everyone's reference at home, most evolved forms of Eevee are bigger than your dog.
What?
Yeah, they're big. They are large dog sized.
Okay, hold on. That opens up so many questions for me because I've evolved Eevees in the game Pokemon. And I've had those evolved Eevees stand next to my child character. And those Eevees are typically like a quarter of the size of my child character model.
Okay, so here's the thing. Pokemon games up to the current generation have usually done a terrible job of portraying Pokemon's actual height. They will usually err on the small side. Or just like go off the anime, the games, they typically just go off vibes.
That's so wild to me.
This Pokemon looks like he should be taller than you. Charizard looks like it's taller than you in the game. I'm the same height as a Charizard in real life.
No way. I have to look at this. Charizard height.
It's 5'7".
Ooh, yeah, 5'7". I am nearly the same height as a Charizard. Holy shit.
Alright, so, Mastiff eye color could be blue eyes or dark brown or black. Which are we thinking?
Typically, I think... I don't think I've ever seen a dog with blue... Or, never mind. I have seen a dog with blue eyes. I've not seen a Mastiff with blue eyes.
You know, I don't think I have either.
But we could make it blue eyes just to be... You know, maybe that's why the Noble has them. This is a purebred Mastiff. Has... quote, special features, I guess. Is eye color a feature or a trait?
I don't know. It's listed on the character sheet here as just eyes. So we got blue eyes, and then I've said white hair, so we can be the blue eyes, white Mastiff.
Blue eyes, white Mastiff. Incredible.
And then skin, who cares?
Yeah, it's fur.
No one's gonna see that anyway. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like we didn't really... Man, Discord is still not loading.
Oh, you can't even see your Discord, like, at all?
No, I've just got, like, a blank screen. Is this better?
Oh, thank God, I can actually read. Whew.
Alright, it says that we've missed some required fields, which have been marked with an X, but there's nothing listed here, so...
Well, sometimes Roll20 is just like that. Oh my gosh, Is that a character sheet I see before my eyes?
I believe it is. Now, we can go through finally and fix the stuff that we didn't get to add earlier.
Gotcha.
We have an extra attack here to add, I believe.
Yes. Add the bite action.
Could you read that off for me?
So, bite is a melee weapon attack, +3 to hit, and a 5-foot reach.
I'm assuming that's a strength attack?
Yes.
Or wait, no. Don't monks use dexterity?
They do, so it will be dex.
On melee attacks, so yeah, I don't think we're proficient in it.
No.
Or are we?
Technically, this would not count as an unarmed attack, but our bite could be our... Well, no, we have the quarterstaff as our monk weapon, so...
Right.
1d6 plus 1 piercing damage type right there.
Okay. Anything else we need to add here? I don't think so.
Keen hearing and smell. We got our bite action. Yeah, I think that's it. Have we done it?
Nice. Maybe? Was there anything else? I feel like there was some other thing that maybe we needed to add.
There was. Crap, what was it?
So we've got a perception bonus of +3.
Yep.
Wait, it looks like we already have that.
Yeah, because we got proficiency in it.
Okay, so never mind. We're good there. Passive perception should be 13.
I think it's 14 because we bumped up our intelligence.
Gotcha.
Or wisdom. We bumped up our wisdom.
Right, so that's already calculated for us. So it says that our hit point should be 1d8 plus 1, and it's given us a maximum of 8 by default. I think that's fine. Yeah, because
that'd be a 7 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could roll for us if you would prefer that.
Nah, it's fine. We don't have to change it. Yeah, I think I think we've done it. And you're right, there is a print option here.
If you change the destination to, should say, save as PDF should be an option? Yeah.
It certainly is.
Let's go.
We're back. And by back, I do mean here for the first time.
The first time ever. Okay.
Should we add, like, an extra... Can we add an extra language?
Yeah. We get another language from our nobility feature. Because I think our first language would be dog.
Right.
Language human.
Okay.
Probably common. Or were you gonna put Underdark? Oh, understand. Ah.
So it understands,
Correct.
not speak.
Yeah, that's yeah, I like that a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good then. I think we've actually got a working dog character.
That's incredible. Now, so I think we forgot to do this.
What?
Our rules broken. But here's the thing. Did we?
Did we break any rules?
In D&D, you don't have to play. They don't expect you to play as a humanoid. You can play as anything.
Right. There's that one expansion that lets you play as creatures and monsters that aren't part of. So we didn't have to worry about that.
Nope. Everything is within our class.
Yeah, technically our character is strong enough. We didn't have to violate the weight limits.
Yeah, no.
We have gear that we can't use, but I mean, we could either get rid of that or
we could just chalk it up to somebody threw it in our bag.
Yeah, we've got a bag, which somehow our dog has. We don't have to worry about that.
I think very easily you could put like saddlebags. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Mastiff.
Yeah, you could put a saddlebag on a dog.
I'm pretty sure I've seen specifically a Mastiff with saddlebags.
Yeah. Or Saint Bernards are
Saint
technically
Bernards.
Mastiffs.
Yeah.
They carried those like barrels around their necks because they got those big strong necks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think we did that without breaking any rules.
We may have done that without breaking. Wait. We didn't. We did leave the coin weight limit thing unchecked. Not that I think it matters.
I don't think that. It says that 50 coins is equal to 1 pound, I believe.
Okay. And we've got 25.
Yeah, so we're golden. Yeah, according to the 5e Player's Handbook, 50 coins weigh a pound. That means that a single coin weighs 0.02 pounds, or 9.1 grams. 25 gold starting out. Oh, wow, and it auto-calculates
okay, so that
our weight with the coins, too.
Yeah, cool.
It's great.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. The weight thing was on the other system that we ended up not using.
We didn't need to uncheck it here. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, we're carrying around 63 and a half pounds of equipment, but we are a big, strong boy, and we can do that.
Absolutely. Man, this is great.
Yeah, this worked out real well. Guys, you don't actually have to break any rules to play as a literal dog in D&D.
That's incredible. Take this directly to your game master and just be like, hey, check this out.
Boss, we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're doing this. It's happening, and we're doing it. Get on board or get out of the way.
Okay.
What do we do here at the end?
Well, let's do what I like to call housekeeping. We'll let people know kind of, who we are, what we do, and then we'll close off with something special.
Okay. I've actually got an idea for that.
Okay. Well,
I guess to start with, you can follow me on Twitter at Avalon Alchemist. You can also find me on Twitch at Avalon Alchemist.
You can find me basically anywhere. If you go to jholland.start.page, I have a Twitter, and that's basically all I have. The show does not have a Twitter or anything right now, but, once we get a couple episodes in to how to make a literal dog in your favorite RPG, I'm sure we'll make one. So be on the lookout for that and all the fun, exciting things to come. And I think with that, we're done. So what was your idea for closing this out, Austin?
What if we just, did a random dog pun at the end of every episode?
Dog pun? Like a pun about dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here, yeah. Show me what you got. We'll see.
All right. I guess this one. Let's see if I can think of a good one for specifically our current character. Doggone it, I cannot.
You can't. You can't find a pun?
That was the pun.
Incredible. I love it.
This is going to be a great bit that we can definitely string along for infinite number of
This
episodes.
bit will never get old.
Never.
We'll never run out of things to say. There's so many things about dogs out there. How could you possibly run out?
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. I've been Austin Irwin.
I've been Joel Holland. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks for the next episode.